Hello everyone, this is Infinum here. Today we have another Galactic War Report that also talks about the Bad Batch and its newest member. Today we go a lot more in focus, a lot more in depth about Omega, so let's get right into this one. So I have a TLDR of what basically was going on in the Galactic War Report. I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to listen to yourself, but there's a lot of very important, very interesting things that we can talk about. So we kind of speculated on which format Omega was going to be released. Was she going to be a legendary? Is she going to be a conquest character? Turns out it's neither one of those options. She's actually going to be released in the same fashion we had the Bad Batch release. She's going to be a Marquee character, so she's gonna have a Bad Batch and of course a clone trooper tag. Spoilers if you haven't watched Bad Batch, I guess that's one of them. But if you should go watch Bad Batch. It's a good show. You're gonna learn about this maybe sooner or later. Maybe we get a kid reveal very soon as well. And one thing that this team is currently struggling with is just one character that has a lot of damage that just, you know, tries to do the big heaps of damage like 100k at once. And Omega does seem to be that character. She's an attacker, she has high single target damage, and she has some utility for sustain as well. That's what's basically was said. So for example, we thought that Crosshair could maybe come as a fifth and fill that role, right? He has a sniper, he's gonna have that clean shot, he's gonna hit really hard. Apparently that's what Omega is going to fill as the role in the team. Hunter is an attacker, but he doesn't really have as much damage as just off of one big hit without that exposed. So apparently Omega will do that. And she's going to be a Bad Batch as well, because she is going to give Wrecker a Pretaunt, which is super useful. I mean, we all love Pretaunts in this game, so if you have Omega and you have Wrecker together, I guess that's a combination for the ages as well. So the event is going to be released in July the 15th, which is in 2 days from now, so it's very likely you get a kid reveal either today or tomorrow, and you will have 7 days to collect this character to your roster. So you can also expect that in the next 2 days, Bad Batch Echo is going to become farmable, free to play via some nodes. That's very likely to happen. And she's going to have an ability that zeroes in, and she gets bonuses for repeatedly hitting that target. She can ignore taunt when she has zero in up, so it seems like a unique ability that she's gonna have. And she can also give other buffs to the team, so it allows the team to constantly heal via Echo's Zeta as well whenever they, not Zeta even, but if they gain or lose a buff from Bad Batch allies' abilities, they recover 4% or 8% health and protection for Bad Batch allies. So that also does happen. So a little bit like how Tech, if you keep hitting someone with target lock, he attacks again. With Omega, if you're going to hit the same target again, apparently she does get some bonus going around, and she's going to have 2 Zetas. And like the Bad Batch, which all have a Zeta apiece, I didn't do Tech's because I think it's more useless than the other 3. She's going to have a Zeta on a special and on a unique. We still don't know, of course, what the kit looks like yet. And very huge bonus over to this team. These 4 characters are going to be added to the hero list in Lightside TV. So these guys will now be double tapping B1 stacks just because they're hitting B1 stacks, which is great. And interestingly enough, during the Rick mission, they're going to remove the ARC Trooper lock. With the ARC Trooper, we currently have always been doing this strategy of just using 5s, who gives sacrifice over to the rest of the clones. And when you are using Bad Batch in there and you have to use ARC as well, it's a lot more complicated, because the battle, you can't have Shock T for her extra cleanses and abilities that she provides, where she's totally clutch. And you also have Hunter's Lead just keep doing small hits over to the Reek. The Reek, every time he gets hit, he gains 30 meter. Even if he's dazed, he gets stacked offense, so he starts hitting a lot harder for each of those smaller hits that he gets. Very, very, very problematic. So removing ARC Trooper from that block does allow for some more creativity in regards to what's used in the Reek mission. So we can see some very interesting ways of how that's gonna go. Do we ditch, for example, Hunter and use Shock Lead with Wrecker, Echo, Tech, Omega? Or you know, some hybrid combination that tries to use the best of both worlds between the control that you get with Echo Tech on the enemy Django Fett to reduce that RNG and have the best of the healing from Shock T. It totally opens some slots for creativity. It will also, you know, you still need these guys over Relic levels. You might not have them like your Shock 501st. We'll see. Definitely looks like they're trying to make the KAM mission a little bit more accessible, and Ki-Adi-Mundi is such a relevant character at the moment with Jedi Master Kenobi out in the wild, so very interesting things. Let's see how Omega improves the Bad Batch squad. They're already amazing, the 4 of them by themselves, and apparently Omega is gonna do the one thing that the team is really lacking, and all in the formats of Marquees. Now these 5 guys might actually have like a huge say into non-Galactic Legend metas, so we'll see. Even then, if this record does pre-taunt, I'm kind of interested in how this team can fight against Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and other Galactic Legends, just to see how well they do. It's a very interesting team. It's going to be a team that, if you are a new player, totally worth at least trying to farm up to 7 stars, and kind of gambling on them would be a thing I wouldn't be opposed to. Sometimes gambling in this game is bad because you can just go for a predetermined route that you know that it's going to get you there. Gambling on routes that in the future might pay off a lot riskier, but the reward can be juicier, or it cannot. But you'll but that's it. It certainly looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll see how Omega does complete the squad. Thank you guys so much for watching. We should do the kit reveal maybe today, maybe tomorrow. We don't know yet, but the Marquee event is scheduled to release in the 15th, so very soon, very soon. So if you want to stick around for that to hear my thoughts on the kit and whatnot, you can also subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this news that you had come over to you. And that will be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you all soon. Bye bye. Take care.